On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Intense.
Especially of a feeling, very strong, extremely sharp or severe.
Examples:
Intense heat. Develop intense itching. That statement by the Prime Minister drew intense international criticism.
Delight.
A feeling of great pleasure or happiness.
Examples:
A tremor of delight. With delight. The delight on the child's faces when they received the toy was priceless.
Ethnography.
The study of social groups and cultures, often conducted through observation, interviews, and analysis of primary sources, a written account of such a study.
Examples:
Ethnography research. Ethnography methods. The book is a rich and detailed ethnography of the cultural practices of a group of people.
Opportune.
Suitable or happening at a time that is suitable or convenient for a particular purpose.
Examples:
Opportune occasion. An opportune remark. The phone rang at the most opportune time.
Polish.
A substance used to smooth or shine a surface, the act of smoothing or shining a surface.
Examples:
Polish finishing. Surface polish. I used a special polish to make my car's paint shine.
Bitter.
Having a sharp, unpleasant taste, characterized by strong feelings of resentment, disappointment, or cynicism.
Examples:
Feel bitter. Bitter disappointment. The bitter taste of the medicine made it difficult to swallow.
Jaguar.
A large animal of the cat family that has a yellowish-brown coat with black spots, mainly found in parts of Central and South America.
Examples:
A wild jaguar. A female jaguar. Humans have developed the jaguar's habitat over several decades.
Shaman.
A person who is regarded as having access to the spirit world and who typically acts as a healer or intermediary between spirits and humans in certain cultures and traditions.
Examples:
Shaman's wisdom. The tribe's shaman. The village shaman performed a healing ritual for the ailing elder.
Myth.
An ancient story or set of stories accepted as history, especially explaining the worldview of a people.
Examples:
The myth of an old religion. Perpetuate a myth. With the financial bubble bursting, the myth of economic growth in investment banking collapsed.
Resonate.
To be filled with a deep echoing sound.
Examples:
Deeply resonate with the consumers. Resonate in the same frequency. The sound resonates well in this theater.
Pursue.
To do something or attempt to attain something over time, to follow or seek someone or something, especially in trying to catch them.
Examples:
Pursue a goal. Pursue freedoms. She intends to pursue a political career.
Breath.
The air that is taken into and expelled from your lungs. The process of taking into and expelling air from your lungs.
Examples:
Hold your breath. Breath of wind. He bated his breath when talking about this affair.
Revelation.
A fact that has been disclosed to others, especially a surprising one, the act of revealing or telling the fact or truth to others, communication of knowledge to humans by a divine or supernatural agency.
Examples:
A divine revelation. The revelation of a secret. The shocking revelation embarrassed the administration.
Anthropology.
The scientific study of humanity, concerned with human behavior, human biology, cultures, societies, and linguistics in both the present and past, including past human species.
Examples:
Social anthropology. Anthropology of religion. The areas of anthropology and psychology are significantly related to one another.
Absolute.
Perfect or complete, or to the most considerable degree possible.
Examples:
Absolute loyalty. An absolute must. Gandhi had an absolute zeal for nonviolence.
Consequence.
The outcome of a particular action or event, especially relative to an individual.
Examples:
Unintended consequences. The consequence of an argument. These economic activities had disastrous environmental consequences.
Adaptive.
Capable of adjusting to new situations or changing conditions.
Examples:
The adaptive coloring. Adaptive technology. The adaptive learning system adjusts the difficulty level of the lessons based on the student's performance.
Lineage.
The ancestry of a person, group, or species.
Examples:
Maternal lineage. Lineage tree. Scientists trace the lineage of the species back millions of years by studying fossils.
Generation.
All the people born and living at about the same time, regarded collectively, the production of heat or electricity.
Examples:
Generation gap. The generation of electricity. The younger generation has different values and beliefs than the older one.
Imperative.
Very important or requiring attention or action.
Examples:
Moral imperative. Imperative need. It is imperative for politicians to be effective communicators.
Initiate.
To begin or start something, to teach the basics or fundamentals of something to somebody, to formally admit someone into a group or organization.
Examples:
Initiate a project. Initiate a discussion. The committee will initiate an investigation into the company's financial records.
Rite.
A formal or ceremonial act or set of acts performed in a traditional or prescribed way, a religious or spiritual ceremony or practice.
Examples:
Perform the rite. Rite of passage into adulthood. The bishop performed the rite of consecration for the new church.
Inexorable.
Describing a process or situation that is impossible to stop, prevent, or change, relentless, unyielding, or unstoppable in force or effect.
Examples:
Inexorable decline. Inexorable force. His inexorable determination to succeed made him a force to be reckoned with.
Separate.
To force, take, or pull apart, mark as different.
Examples:
Separate video into chapter. Separate cream from milk. We need to separate the aspect of his personality from the part of his competence when making an investment decision.
Unique.
Being the only one of its kind, unlike anything else.
Examples:
A unique teacher. Unique design. The painting is unique, and there is no other like it. Cadence. The rhythmic flow or pattern of sounds or words, especially in relation to music or speech, the rhythmic or periodic movement or progression of something.
Examples:
Cadence of footsteps. Regular cadence. The singer's voice had a beautiful cadence, and I couldn't help but sway to the rhythm.
Rhythm.
A strong, regular, repeated pattern of sounds, words, or musical notes that are used in music, poetry, and dancing.
Examples:
In samba rhythm. Irregular heart rhythm. He beat out a jazz rhythm on the cajones.
Voodoo.
A religion or set of spiritual beliefs and practices that originated in West Africa and the Caribbean, characterized by the worship of spirits, ritual dance, and the use of talismans and charms, also used to describe something mysterious, inexplicable, or magical.
Examples:
Voodoo curse. Voodoo doll. Some people believe in the power of voodoo to heal or harm others. Acolyte. An assistant or follower who performs minor tasks or assists a person of higher status, often in religious or ceremonial contexts. A devoted supporter or disciple.
Examples:
Devoted acolyte. Loyal acolyte. The leader's speech resonated well with his acolyte group, who echoed his sentiments.
Warrior.
A person who engaged in or experienced warfare, especially in the past.
Examples:
Armored warrior. Warrior spirit. The poem depicts the heroics of a legendary warrior.
Desert.
Arid land with little or no vegetation, often covered with sand or rocks.
Examples:
Desert basin. Oasis in the desert. This region is predominantly desert.
Andean.
Relating to or characteristic of the Andes mountain range, which spans several South American countries, such as Peru, Bolivia, and Ecuador.
Examples:
Andean region. Andean culture. We embarked on an Andean adventure, exploring the breathtaking landscapes of the South American mountains.
Caravanserai.
A type of inn or lodging house, historically found along trade routes in the Middle East and Central Asia, used as a place for travelers to rest and trade goods.
Examples:
The architecture of the caravanserai. The ruins of the old caravanserai. The Grand Caravanserai symbolized wealth and power for the ruling dynasty.
Incidentally.
By the way, as an aside or in passing.
Examples:
Incidentally discovered. Incidentally mentioned. Incidentally, I know the answer to that question.
Fellow.
Someone who has the same job or interests as you, or is in the same class, profession, or situation as you.
Examples:
Junior fellow. Nice fellow. He is the kind of fellow who only works for his success.
Yak.
To talk at length, often without a particular purpose or direction. Noun, a long-haired bovine mammal native to Central Asia that is often domesticated and used for its meat, milk, and wool.
Examples:
Domestic yak. Sit and yak about life. The friends met at the local pub every Friday to yak about their week.
Herder.
A person who takes care of and manages a herd of livestock, such as cows, sheep, or goats.
Examples:
Cattle herder. Semi-nomadic herders. The sheep herder led his flock through the hills, keeping a watchful eye on them at all times.
Slope.
A surface with one end or side that is higher than the other.
Examples:
An abrupt slope. Slide down a slope on a ski. The hut stands on the slope of a mountain.
Goddess.
A female god, especially in ancient mythology, a woman who is worshipped or adored.
Examples:
A goddess of beauty. Winged goddess of victory. The festival was held in honor of the harvest goddess.
Orient.
To position or adjust someone or something for a particular purpose. Noun, the countries of Asia.
Examples:
Orient my thinking. The exotic flavor of the Orient. She took a moment to orient herself in the unfamiliar city.
Myriad.
A very large number.
Examples:
Myriad differences. A myriad of choices. The artist featured myriad colors and patterns, creating a vibrant and dynamic piece.
Cult.
A small religious group, especially one that is not part of a larger religion and that is regarded as outside the norm, followers of an exclusive system of beliefs and practices.
Examples:
Cult members. Cult's practices. The cult leader promised his followers that they would achieve enlightenment if they followed his teachings.
Spiritual.
Relating to or affecting the human spirit or soul as opposed to material or physical things.
Examples:
Constant spiritual striving. Spiritual leader. The meditation class was focused on finding inner peace and cultivating a more spiritual connection with the universe.
Envelope.
To surround and cover completely, to encase.
Examples:
Envelop the whole world. Envelop her in a bear hug. The fog enveloped the city, making it difficult to see.
Planet.
Any of the 9 large celestial bodies that circle in the solar system, any celestial body that revolves around a star.
Examples:
Planet like the Earth. Save the planet. Mercury is the closest planet to the Sun.
Well-being.
The state of being happy and healthy and prosperous.
Examples:
The well-being of a nation. A sense of well-being. We are responsible for the care and well-being of all our employees.
Biology.
The scientific study of life and the natural processes of living things.
Examples:
Evolutionary biology. Cell and molecular biology. In junior high school, we had to dissect a frog in biology class.
Biosphere.
The part of the Earth and its atmosphere in which living organisms exist, including plants, animals, and microorganisms.
Examples:
Terrestrial biosphere. Artificial biosphere. The balance of the biosphere is crucial for the survival of species.
Ethnology.
An academic field that compares and analyzes the characteristics of different peoples and the relationships between them.
Examples:
Regional ethnology, Museum of Ethnology. Recently, some anthropologists conducted an interesting comparative study in ethnology.
Define.
To state or explain precisely the nature, scope, or meaning of something.
Examples:
Define a word. Define my position. To advance this discussion, we must define success rigorously.
Inspiration.
Something that motivates or encourages someone to create or achieve something, or a feeling of excitement or creativity.
Examples:
Source of inspiration. Get inspiration from nature. He found inspiration in the works of his favorite authors.
Intuition.
The ability to understand or know something without reasoning or evidence, a feeling that guides a person to do or believe something without fully understanding why.
Examples:
Creative intuition. Intuition research. Some studies suggest that people's intuitions can be influenced by their experiences and biases.
Imaginary.
Existing only in someone's mind.
Examples:
Imaginary number. Imaginary pregnancy. Little children tend to have imaginary friends.
Dawn.
The time of day when the sun's light starts to show in the sky.
Examples:
The wan light of dawn. Crack of dawn. Missile assaults on the capital continued around dawn.
Conscious.
Being aware of and able to respond to what is happening around you.
Examples:
Conscious effort. Conscious of having succeeded. He became conscious that he was being followed.
Humanity.
All people living on the earth, the quality or state of being human rather than an animal, a machine, etc.
Examples:
Humanity at large. Mass of humanity. They donated large sums of money for the development of humanity.
Legacy.
Something that is handed down from an earlier generation or time, often something that has had a significant impact on subsequent generations. A bequest made by a person in their will, often money or property.
Examples:
Financial legacy. Cultural legacy. Her legacy as a philanthropist will live on for generations to come.
Symbol.
Something visible that is used to represent something else.
Examples:
Symbol color. Symbol for happiness. The dragon is considered a symbol of bravery.
Astonishing.
Surprising or shocking, difficult to believe.
Examples:
Astonishing achievement. Make astonishing gains. The news of her sudden death was astonishing to everyone who knew her.
Inquisitive.
Having the desire to inquire, investigate, or learn.
Examples:
Inquisitive mind. Inquisitive personality. The inquisitive child always asked questions and wanted to know more.
Severely.
Very badly or seriously.
Examples:
Severely burned arm. Criticize him severely. Her company was severely affected by the bank's failure.
Erode.
To gradually wear away or break down rock, soil, or other material through the action of wind, water, or other natural agents, to gradually weaken or undermine something over time.
Examples:
Erode coast. Erode trust. The ongoing budget cuts have eroded the quality of education in many schools.
Dare.
To have the courage to do something.
Examples:
Dare not go. Dare to take risks. I wouldn't dare to speak to him like that.
Brink.
The point at which something is about to happen, the edge of a steep place.
Examples:
Brink of war. On the brink. We were on the brink of a financial crisis.
Extinction.
The complete disappearance of a species from the earth.
Examples:
Extinction prevention. Brink of extinction. The extinction of the dinosaurs is thought to have been caused by an asteroid impact.
Apocalyptic.
Describing severe damage and destruction in past or future events, or the end of the world.
Examples:
Apocalyptic event. Have apocalyptic overtones. The apocalyptic landscape of burnt-out villages and bombed-out ruins spread out before them.
Scenario.
A description of possible actions or events in the future, a written outline of a play, film, or literary work.
Examples:
The worst-case scenario. Number of different scenarios. The president prepared several possible scenarios for an enemy attack.
Realm.
A domain of activity, interest, or knowledge.
Examples:
Public realm. Beyond the realm of possibility. Her passions are in the realm of real-world political affairs.
Diversity.
The quality or fact of many different types of things or people being included in something, a range of different things or people.
Examples:
The diversity policy of the university. Lingual diversity. He was impressed by the range and diversity of the collection.
Scarcely.
Hardly or almost not, only just.
Examples:
Scarcely readable. Scarcely any interest in public. We scarcely ever used AEDs.
Optimistic.
Hoping or expecting that good thing will happen or something will be successful.
Examples:
He is optimistic. Optimistic outlook. Most executives were optimistic about future business conditions.
Indicator.
Something that shows or points out what a situation is like or how a situation is changing.
Examples:
Indicator lamp. Performance indicators. Several IT millionaires have shown that the level of education is a relatively poor indicator of whether a business can be successfully run.
Vocabulary.
The words used by a language, group, or individual, the knowledge and understanding of words and their meanings that a person possesses.
Examples:
Vocabulary list. Academic vocabulary. Using proper vocabulary is essential for writing a good essay.
Grammar.
The set of structural constraints on speakers or writers' composition of clauses, phrases, and words.
Examples:
Grammar checker. Latin grammar. Mastering grammar takes a lot of time for those learning a foreign language.
Flash.
A sudden intense burst of radiant energy, a momentary brightness.
Examples:
A flash of lightning. Brilliant flash. These heavy rains caused flash floods on several islands.
Spirit.
The part of a person which is the seat of their mind, feelings, and character rather than their physical body, the general atmosphere of a place or situation, and the effect that it has on people.
Examples:
Spirit and the letter of the law. An indomitable spirit. Despite their tragic loss, the family is showing great spirit.
Watershed.
An area of land that separates rivers that flow to different seas or drainage basins.
Examples:
The hydrology of a watershed. Watershed conservation. Watershed management strategies aim to reduce pollution and protect water resources.
Ecosystem.
All the plants and living creatures in an area and the way they affect each other and the environment.
Examples:
Marine ecosystem. Change the ecosystem. Human conservation efforts often fail unexpectedly because they disturb the balance of the ecosystem.
Possibility.
A chance that something may happen or be true.
Examples:
Possibility for growth. Possibility of a major earthquake. The possibility of getting the disease will drastically increase.
Whisper.
To speak very quietly to somebody using the breath rather than the voice so that only those close to you can hear you.
Examples:
Answer in a whisper. The whisper of the leaves. He took me aside and whispered in my ear.
Lone.
Solitary or single.
Examples:
A lone flight. A lone house in the field. The lone traveler walked along the deserted road.
Silent.
Without any or little sound.
Examples:
Silent reading. Give silent consent. The politician remained silent despite intense media scrutiny.
Wisdom.
The quality of being wise, or the ability to use your knowledge and experience to make sensible decisions.
Examples:
A fountain of wisdom. Wisdom literature. The community greatly respected and sought after the older adult's wisdom.
Ancestor.
A person from whom one is descended, a forefather.
Examples:
Ancestor language. Earliest human ancestor. My remote ancestor immigrated to the United States from Ireland in the 1800s.
Anticipate.
To expect or predict that something will happen, to tell in advance.
Examples:
Anticipate your kind cooperation. Anticipate a black future. We anticipate heavy snowfall tomorrow.
Dreadful.
Very bad, unpleasant, or causing fear.
Examples:
Dreadful accident. Dreadful news. The conditions of the prison were dreadful and inhumane.
Fate.
The development of events beyond one's control, destiny, the ultimate outcome or consequence of a situation or person's actions.
Examples:
Fate of nations. Accept my fate. The fortune teller predicted his fate and warned him of the looming danger.
Plight.
A difficult or unfortunate situation.
Examples:
Miserable plight. The plight of the poor. The government has ignored the plight of the homeless population.
Roughly.
Approximately, but not precisely, with a violent manner.
Examples:
Roughly explain my idea. Roughly speaking. 5 miles is roughly similar to 8 kilometers.
Grave.
A place where a dead body is buried, typically marked by a headstone or other memorial. A very serious, solemn, or important matter. Verb, to carve, cut, or etch a design, inscription, or mark onto a hard surface, such as stone or metal. Adjective, serious, solemn, or weighty in nature.
Examples:
Graven image. Grave mistake. Many innocent civilians were killed and buried in mass graves outside the city during the war.
Syllable.
A single unit of spoken language, more significant than a phoneme containing a vowel sound and usually one or more consonants.
Examples:
Syllable structure. Single syllable. Emphasize the second syllable when pronouncing it.
Ancient.
Relating to the long ago, particularly the historical period preceding the fall of the Western Roman Empire, very old.
Examples:
Pre-Christian ancient. Ancient stories. They have been living near water since ancient times.
Tongue.
A movable mass of muscle tissue covered with mucous membrane that is in the mouth, a language.
Examples:
Native tongue. Tongue cancer. The tongue is boneless, but it is as strong as bones.
Cantonese.
A dialect of Chinese spoken in and around the city of Guangzhou, Canton, in southern China, as well as by many overseas Chinese communities.
Examples:
Cantonese-style roast duck. Cantonese dialect. She took Cantonese classes to communicate better with her Chinese colleagues.
Suddenly.
Quickly and unexpectedly.
Examples:
Suddenly attacked by an enemy. Die suddenly. Who answers suddenly knows little.
Discovery.
The act or process of finding information, a place, or an object, or learning about something that was previously not known.
Examples:
A scientific discovery. The great discovery of the century. Her research team made an important discovery.
Anaconda.
A large non-venomous snake found in South America, known for its impressive size and ability to constrict its prey.
Examples:
Anaconda habitat. Giant anaconda. We encountered an enormous anaconda while exploring the Amazon rainforest.
Mythology.
A collection of myths equals traditional stories accepted as history, or the study of myths.
Examples:
Tale from mythology. Ancient mythology. He studies Greek and Roman mythology.
Belly.
The front part of the body below the chest, containing the stomach and bowels, the rounded or curved part of an object, such as a ship or aircraft.
Examples:
the belly of the ship. With an empty belly. She had a tattoo just above her belly button.
Sacred.
Connected with religion or religious purposes, worthy of respect or dedication because of a connection with a god.
Examples:
sacred music. The halo of a sacred image. This space is a private office sacred to the president.
Cognitive.
Of or relating to mental processes of understanding.
Examples:
improve cognitive function. Research on cognitive psychology. His cognitive faculties were getting worse because of a lack of sleep.
Distinguish.
To notice or understand the difference between two people or things.
Examples:
distinguish these two things. Distinguish man from the other animals. This study distinguished 4 different ways to run a business.
Canopy.
A covering, typically of fabric, supported on poles or suspended above a bed, throne, or other object, used to shelter or screen the person or object below it.
Examples:
canopy layer. Under a canopy of smoke. The forest's canopy provides shade and protection for the plants and animals below.
Heaven.
Of various religious and mythological traditions, a place or state of existence considered to be the abode of the divine, the afterlife, or a higher realm of being, a state of great happiness, contentment, or beauty.
Examples:
ascend to heaven. Heaven on earth. He felt like heaven when he tasted the delicious chocolate cake.
Equate.
To consider or describe one thing as similar, equal, or analogous.
Examples:
equate mistakes with failure. Equate to legal responsibility. It isn't very reasonable to equate money with happiness.
Linguistic.
Relating to language or the study of language.
Examples:
her major is linguistics. Linguistic analysis. Our naive experience undoubtedly contains a linguistic aspect.
Exogamy.
The custom or practice of marrying outside of one's own social, cultural, or ethnic group, the requirement or preference for individuals to marry someone from a different lineage or community.
Examples:
cultural exogamy. Linguistic exogamy. The tribe's practice of exogamy ensured genetic diversity within the population.
Intermarriage.
The act or practice of marrying someone from a different racial, ethnic, social, or religious group, the union or marriage between individuals from different backgrounds or communities.
Examples:
intermarriage taboos. Economic intermarriage. Historians believe that intermarriage practices played a significant role in fostering peace between rival clans.
Fascinating.
Extremely interesting.
Examples:
Fascinating story. Completely fascinating to me. The museum houses a fascinating collection of Celtic artifacts.
Tribe.
A social group made up of members who live together, sharing the same language, culture, religion, etc., especially those who do not live in towns or cities.
Examples:
Aboriginal tribe. Mountain tribe. The tribe had distinctly defined gender roles.
Peaceful.
Not involving violence, conflict, or war.
Examples:
Peaceful country. Peaceful coexistence. Plutonium has limited peaceful applications.
Attempt.
An act or effort of trying to do something, especially something difficult.
Examples:
The attempt to rescue the hostages. A reckless attempt. The third attempt was far more successful.
Critic.
Someone who expresses opinions about the quality of books, music, etc.
Examples:
Art critic. Severe critic. Advocates for legal reform hear less harsh words from their critics.
Glossy.
Having a smooth, shiny surface or finish, characterized by an attractive, polished appearance, often used to describe photographs or printed materials with a high-quality finish.
Examples:
Glossy lipstick. Glossy photograph. The magazine cover had a glossy finish, making the images shine.
Photograph.
A picture or image that is produced by a camera, a visual representation or record of a person, object, or scene that has been captured electronically or on film.
Examples:
Photograph album. Photograph memories. I found an old photograph of my grandparents from their wedding day.
Gesture.
A movement of the hands, head, or face that express a particular meaning.
Examples:
Gesture of goodwill. Hand gesture. She made a facial gesture to express disagreement.
Rainforest.
A forest rich in biodiversity that is generally found in tropical settings with heavy annual rainfall.
Examples:
Rainforest destruction. Tropical rainforest. The destruction of the rainforest is a ticking time bomb for the Earth.
Dimension.
A measurable extent of a particular kind, such as width, height, or length.
Examples:
New dimension. The crosswise dimension. Overall dimensions are approximately 400 by 200 millimeters.
Conclude.
To come to an end or close, to reach a judgment or opinion by reasoning.
Examples:
Conclude a meeting. Conclude that he is healthy. We concluded a ceasefire.
Devil.
A supernatural being typically represented in belief systems as an evil or mischievous spirit, often used metaphorically to describe a person or thing that is harmful, dangerous, or wicked.
Examples:
Devil's advocate. Devil horns. There are various ways to ward off the devil, including prayer and holy water.
Spear.
A weapon with a long shaft and a sharp metal point used for battle, hunting, and fishing in the past.
Examples:
Hunting spear. Sharp-pointed spear. Ancient people made spears with wood entirely.
Outsider.
A person who is not part of a particular group, community, or society, someone who is considered to be on the periphery or outside of established social circles.
Examples:
Outsider perspective. Outsider artist. Living in a foreign country can make you feel like an outsider at times.
Mortality.
The quality or state of being subject to death.
Examples:
Mortality due to cancer. Lower infant mortality. This disease has a high mortality.
Trace.
To find or discover someone or something that was lost.
Examples:
Trace a telephone call. Trace back to medieval times. Let's trace the origins of some familiar foreign words.
Genealogy.
The study of family history and the tracing of lineages.
Examples:
Genealogy research. Genealogy chart. She spent hours tracing her family tree and discovering new information about her genealogy.
Instance.
A particular example or single occurrence of something.
Examples:
For instance. Notable instance. These articles cite 5 instances of climate change.
Perspicacious.
Having a keen insight or understanding, mentally sharp, perceptive, characterized by the ability to discern and understand things clearly.
Examples:
Perspicacious viewpoint. Perspicacious analysis. Her perspicacious observations helped solve the complex problem.
Hunt.
To go after and try to catch wild animals to kill them for food, sport, or profit.
Examples:
Hunt a job. Hunt after knowledge. Hounds hunt their prey by using their keen scent.
Urine.
A liquid byproduct of metabolism in humans and in many other animals that are released from the body when you urinate.
Examples:
Urine composition. Blood in the urine. They collected a urine specimen for urinalysis.
Pace.
The speed at which someone or something moves, or the rate at which something happens or changes.
Examples:
At your own pace. The runner's pace. The economy is growing at a supercharged pace.
Assignment.
A duty or task given to someone, usually as part of their job or studies.
Examples:
Finish the assignment. Assignment of interest. My assignment was overwhelming and complicated, but it was also exciting.
Infiltrate.
To enter or penetrate a group, organization, or place covertly or secretly, usually with a specific purpose or goal in mind. To spread or diffuse through something gradually or subtly.
Examples:
Infiltrate the bloodstream. Infiltrate a community. The spy was able to infiltrate the enemy's headquarters undetected.
Foundation.
The lowest load-bearing part of a building, typically below ground level, a fundamental basis or principle upon which something is built or established, an organization that provides funding or support for charitable or educational purposes.
Examples:
Foundation course. Weak foundation. The foundation of the building was cracked and needed to be repaired.
Strength.
The quality or state of being physically, or sometimes mentally, strong.
Examples:
Strength of the economy. Muscular strength. Health and strength are, above all, gold.
Security.
The state of being free from danger, risk, or harm, measures taken to protect against threats or attacks, a financial asset, such as a stock or bond that derives value exclusively from the ownership interest or claim to a particular underlying asset or obligation.
Examples:
National security. Security analyst. The building's security system includes cameras, alarms, and security guards.
Poison.
A substance that can cause illness, injury, or death when ingested, inhaled, or absorbed through the skin, something harmful, malicious, or toxic, the act of damaging or ruining a relationship. Verb, to introduce a substance into something or someone harmful and potentially deadly.
Examples:
Poison ivy. Poison bilateral relations. The plant's leaves contain a deadly poison that can cause hallucinations and seizures.
Zombie.
A dead body that has been brought back to life by a supernatural force, someone who acts or responds in a mechanical or apathetic way.
Examples:
Zombie bank. Zombie movie. If you don't get a good night's sleep, you will become a zombie at work.
Sensation.
A feeling associated with stimulation of a sense organ or with a specific body condition, a general feeling of interest and excitement.
Examples.
Cause a widespread sensation. Taste sensation. If you apply this ointment, you may feel a mild burning sensation.
Remarkable.
Worthy of attention because unusual or special.
Examples.
Remarkable achievement. The remarkable breadth of knowledge. The election was a remarkable success for the Whigs.
Faith.
Complete trust in something or someone's ability or knowledge, a strong belief in religion, divine power, etc.
Examples.
Religious faith. Faith in government. He kept his robust faith in his company.
Magic.
Beliefs and actions employed to influence supernatural beings and forces, any art or performance that invokes supernatural powers.
Examples.
A magic spell. She is magic. He performed magic tricks with sophisticated moves.
Contrary.
Acting in opposition to what is expected or desired.
Examples.
The clear contrary. Contrary evidence. The two sides argued their points, but the judge ultimately sided with the contrary viewpoint.
Complexity.
The state or quality of being complicated or intricate and difficult to understand.
Examples.
Cognitive complexity. Complexity theory. The project's complexity made it difficult for the team to complete it on time.
Metaphysics.
The branch of philosophy that deals with the fundamental nature and the first principles of reality, including abstract concepts such as being, knowing, identity, time, and space.
Examples.
Metaphysics study. The nature of metaphysics. Kant's thoughts provided the foundational ideas for treating metaphysics as a discipline.
Worldview.
A particular philosophy or cognitive orientation of life or conception of the world.
Examples.
Mainstream worldview. The worldview of the ancient civilization. The war between the two countries was also a battle between competing worldviews.
Religion.
A deep conviction in a supernatural power that controls human destiny.
Examples.
Religion sociology. Freedom of religion. Their religion strictly prohibits them from drinking or gambling.
Continent.
One of the Earth's large landmasses. Adjective, abstaining from your feelings, especially your desire to have sex.
Examples:
the inland of a continent. Continent urinary diversion. Flight across the continent was a daring adventure in its day.
Assume.
To think or accept something to be true without having proof of it, to take or begin to have power, to begin to exhibit a specific quality or appearance.
Examples:
Assume a lousy attitude to his boss. Assume an important role. The following example assumes that the capacity of each battery is the same.
Sub-Saharan.
Of or relating to or situated in the area south of the Sahara Desert.
Examples:
Sub-Saharan Africa. Sub-Saharan countries. The coffee producers in sub-Saharan countries are at the sharp end of fluctuations in price.
Distillation.
The process of purifying or separating components from a liquid mixture by heating and cooling, typically by using a distillation apparatus, the concentration or essence of something.
Examples:
Steam distillation. Alcohol distillation. The process of distillation is used to purify water and other substances.
Profound.
Extremely great, sensed or experienced very strongly, displaying a high level of knowledge or comprehension.
Examples:
A profound book. The profound depths of the sea. My mother's illness had a profound impact on us all.
Tragic.
Causing great sadness or suffering, very unfortunate.
Examples:
Tragic love stories. Tragic death. The tragic events of the war left many families torn apart.
Diaspora.
The scattering of a people who have left their traditional homeland.
Examples:
Diaspora migration. Diaspora community. The diaspora of the Jewish people has led to a worldwide community.
Slavery.
The practice or system of owning, buying, and selling people as property and forcing them to work.
Examples:
Slavery labor. Institution of slavery. The abolition of slavery in the United States was a major achievement in the fight for human rights.
Era.
A period that is distinct from others, typically in history.
Examples:
Dawn of a new era. The era of the Renaissance. Political corruption was common throughout the post-war era.
Relation.
The way two persons or groups of people feel and act toward one another.
Examples:
Relation between cause and effect. Relation of inclusion. The industrial relations laws were passed with little to no alteration.
Invoke.
To call upon or request help or support, especially from a higher power, to mention or use something as a reason or justification for actions or decisions.
Examples:
Invoke memories. Invoke the right to remain silent. The politician invoked the name of the founding fathers in his speech.
Beneath.
In or to a lower place than someone or something.
Examples:
The ground beneath my feet. Beneath contempt. A great stretch of the lake lay beneath them.
Momentary.
Lasting for only a brief moment or an extremely short period of time, occurring momentarily.
Examples:
Momentary pause. Momentary distraction. The momentary lapse in concentration caused her to miss the crucial shot.
Displace.
To force someone or something to leave their home or place of origin, especially as a result of conflict, natural disaster, or manipulation.
Examples:
Displace workers. Displace the explosive power. The construction of the new dam will displace hundreds of families living downstream.
Shining.
Giving off or reflecting light, bright, glistening, or gleaming, characterized by impressive accomplishments or excellence.
Examples:
Shining star. Shining example. The shining sun reflected off the calm ocean water.
Church.
A building or institution dedicated to religious worship or activities, a Christian religious organization or denomination.
Examples:
Church bell. Small church. The church on the corner is hosting a free community meal tonight.
Temple.
A place of worship, especially one that is associated with a particular religion or faith, the flat area on either side of the forehead.
Examples:
Temple complex. A tour guide at the temple. He visited the temple to pray and make offerings to the gods.
Possessed.
Controlled or influenced by a strong emotion or belief.
Examples:
Possessed by a fox. Like a person possessed. She was possessed by a fierce determination to succeed.
Demonstration.
A display or show, often of a particular skill or product, intended to convince or persuade others.
Examples:
Demonstration project. A campus demonstration. Thousands of people attended the protest demonstration against the proposed policy.
Trance.
A state of altered consciousness in which a person may seem to be asleep or unconscious but, in reality, is highly responsive to suggestion. A state of being deeply absorbed in thought or feeling, often characterized by a heightened awareness of one's surroundings and emotions.
Examples:
Trance state. Meditative trance. The rhythmic beat of the drums kept the audience in a trance.
Handle.
To deal with a situation, problem, or strong emotion.
Examples:
Handle a precious object. Handled the incident. We all should learn how to handle stress.
Burning.
Intense or scorching heat.
Examples:
Burning desire. Burning passion. The fire spread rapidly, engulfing everything in its path in a burning inferno.
Ember.
A small piece of smoking wood or coal that remains after a fire has died out. A spark or glowing fragment that remains after something has been consumed or destroyed.
Examples:
Smoldering ember. Red-hot ember. The warm ember from the fireplace glowed brightly.
Impunity.
Exemption or freedom from punishment or harm, a state of being immune to negative consequences or legal accountability.
Examples:
Act with impunity. Enjoy impunity. The criminal was able to escape with impunity, despite committing multiple offenses.
Catalyst.
A person or thing that causes an important event to happen or changes the current situation rapidly. Chemistry, a substance that initiates or accelerates a chemical reaction without being changed itself.
Examples:
A catalyst in the process of hydrolysis. Catalyst for reform. The global financial crisis acted as a catalyst to unite the country.
Extreme.
Very great in amount or degree.
Examples:
Extreme sports. Extreme weather events. Solar gravity creates extreme pressures and temperatures.
Excitation.
The state of being excited or stimulated, the process of producing an excited or stimulated state in something.
Examples:
The crowd's excitation. Neuronal excitation. The excitation energy of the electron determines the wavelength of light emitted during fluorescence.
Extraordinary.
Exceptional, unexpected, very unusual, surpassing the ordinary or usual.
Examples:
Extraordinary ability. Extraordinary weather. He narrated the extraordinary story of his adventure.
Descendant.
Children or offspring of a specific person, plant, or animal.
Examples:
Descendant of a pioneer. Third generation descendant. Those warriors' descendants are still skilled archers.
Civilization.
A complex and highly organized society that has developed over time and has a dominant culture, including features such as language, religion, government, technology, and social customs.
Examples:
Civilization decline. Lost civilization. The rise and fall of civilizations can be studied through history and archaeology.
Plain.
Without being decorated in any way, noun, a vast expanse of flat land with few trees.
Examples:
Plain answer. Delta plain. The lowest lowland region is mostly flat plain.
Conquest.
The act or process of taking control of a country, area, or situation.
Examples:
Imperial conquest. Make a conquest. He continued to grow his empire through conquest.
Retreat.
The act of moving back or withdrawing from a position or situation, a period of rest or relaxation away from work or everyday life.
Examples:
Retreat deeper into their territory. Retreat in a mountain region. Many people go on a retreat to recharge and reconnect with themselves.
Isolate.
To physically or socially separate someone or something from other people or things.
Examples:
Isolate a compound. Isolate a patient. You should not isolate them from the community.
Volcanic.
Relating to or produced by or consisting of volcano.
Examples:
Effects of volcanic eruptions. Increase in volcanic activity. This study indicates volcanic activity affects global warming.
Mass.
A large amount of a substance with no definite shape or form, a large number of people or things grouped or crowded together.
Examples:
A mass of molten rock. Critical mass. The mass of people who do not own property is politically impotent.
Soar.
To fly or rise very high or to a great height, often with great grace or ease.
Examples:
Soar in popularity. Soar to new heights. The bird soared through the sky, and its wings spread wide.
Stain.
To discolor, defile, or tarnish something. Noun, a discoloration or dirty mark on a surface that is difficult to remove.
Examples:
Stain the carpet. Red wine stain. The allegations of corruption stained her reputation, and she struggled to regain public trust.
Conquer.
To bring under control by force or authority.
Examples:
Conquer fatal disease. Conquer the world. You must conquer your anxiety about driving.
Span.
The entire length of something, such as time or space from beginning to end, the amount of space that something covers.
Examples:
The span of a bird's wings. The average lifespan. He slightly modified the span of training because it was just before a match.
Ritual:
Any customary observance or practice, any prescribed procedure for conducting religious ceremonies.
Examples:
A ritual dance. Morning ritual. The woman of the house does the holy ritual of lighting 2 candles.
Priest:
A person who performs religious duties and ceremonies, especially in the Christian faith.
Examples:
Priest in clerical garb. Faithful priest. He was ordained as a priest in the Catholic Church.
Sequester:
To take temporary possession of someone's property until a debt is paid.
Examples:
Sequester 10% of the annual carbon emissions. Sequester myself from the world. He approved their requests to sequester the jury.
Shadowy:
Dark, dim, or vague, as if obscured by shadows, mysterious or uncertain.
Examples:
Shadowy doorway. Shadowy past. The shadowy figure in the corner of the room made me uneasy.
Hut:
A small, simple, and often crude shelter or dwelling, typically made of natural materials such as wood or mud.
Examples:
Shepherd's hut. Fishing hut. The little girl lived in a small hut in the woods with her family.
Glacier:
A slowly moving mass of ice formed from snow on mountains or near the North Pole or the South Pole.
Examples:
Glacier retreat. Glaciers move tardily. The glaciers of the Ice Age have shaped fjord.
Deliberately:
Done in an intentional or slow and careful manner.
Examples:
Deliberately amateurish. Commit a crime deliberately. He deliberately misleads others.
Mimic:
To imitate someone's speech, movement, or behavior, especially to make others laugh.
Examples:
Mimic a human voice. Mimic numerous instruments. He is very popular at school because he can mimic all the teachers' accents.
Gestation:
The state of being pregnant, the period during which an embryo or fetus develops, usually about 280 days in humans.
Examples:
Extrauterine gestation. Gestation time. The gestation period for elephants is 22 months.
Womb:
The organ of a woman or female mammal in which a baby develops before birth.
Examples:
Tumor of womb. Womb transplant. The fertilized egg implanted itself in the womb.
Metaphor.
A figure of speech in which an expression is used to refer to something that it does not denote to suggest a similarity.
Examples.
Metaphor for death. Visual metaphor. She expressed her thought in an artful choice of metaphors.
Maintain.
To continue to uphold or sustain, to keep in a particular state or condition, to assert or declare something to be true.
Examples.
Maintain order. Maintain good health. I need to maintain my car regularly to prevent any major mechanical issues.
Propose.
To make a proposal, declare a plan for something.
Examples.
Propose the amendment. Propose changes. I want to propose a toast in honor of our long-standing relationship.
Pray.
To make a request or petition to a higher power, especially in the form of a respectful or humble request.
Examples.
Pray devoutly. Pray for rain. She closed her eyes and prayed for strength to overcome difficult times.
Cosmic.
Relating to the universe or cosmos, vast or limitless.
Examples.
Second cosmic velocity. Cosmic background radiation. Cosmic rays are high-energy particles that originate from outside the solar system.
Ecology.
The study of the relationships between living organisms, including humans, and their physical environment.
Examples.
Science of ecology. The ecology of the island. Many companies are now enthusiastically embracing the knowledge of ecology for sustainable development.
Balance.
A condition in which everything has the same weight or force, something left after other parts have been taken away.
Examples.
The balance of power. Asset on the company's balance sheet. Try to keep a balance between work and off.
Amazing.
Extremely surprising, especially in a way that you like or admire.
Examples.
Amazing advances. The most amazing feeling. The golfer recorded an amazing distance.
Sunrise.
The time in the morning when the sun first appears in the sky.
Examples.
Beautiful sunrise. High technology sunrise industries. I got up early to watch the sunrise at the summit.
Crystal.
A solid material with many even sides that is formed naturally when the substance becomes solid and has a highly regular atomic structure. Clear and colorless glass made of almost pure silica.
Examples.
Liquid crystal. Crystal analyses. A vast crystal chandelier glittered brightly above us.
Awareness.
The fact or state of knowing something exists and is important.
Examples.
Awareness of my ignorance. Raise public awareness. There has been a gradual but steady rise in environmental awareness.
Bathe.
To wash or immerse oneself or another person in the water or a liquid, to expose a part of the body to a natural element, such as sunlight or air.
Examples.
Bathe in the sea. Bathe the baby. I always bathe my dog after she swims in the lake.
Stunning.
Causing a strong emotional reaction of admiration, surprise, or shock due to its beauty, rarity, or excellence.
Examples.
Stunning beauty. Stunning disclosure. The stunning sunset took everyone's breath away.
Landscape.
An expanse of scenery that can be seen in a single view, a large area of land, especially in the country and relating to its appearance.
Examples.
A peaceful landscape. Landscape painting. Recent electoral shocks have shaken the political landscape in Europe.
Abstract.
Based on general ideas, feelings, or qualities and not on any of physical or concrete existence.
Examples.
An abstract noun. Abstract science. The invention of the camera triggered the development of abstract painting.
Affirm.
To assert that something is true or real, to state positively.
Examples.
Affirm old traditions. Affirm strong identity. I affirm that I will always stand by my beliefs.
Glory.
Great honor or success won by notable achievements.
Examples.
Greatest glory. Former glory. It is preferable to die in glory than to live in dishonor.
Broth.
A liquid in which meat, fish, or vegetables have been cooked, used as a base for soups and stews.
Examples.
Chicken broth. Remains of broth. I always add a bit of broth to my soup to give it more flavor.
Responsible.
Answerable or accountable for something within one's power, control, or management.
Examples.
Responsible action. Responsible for customer service. She's a responsible pet owner who ensures her dog gets enough exercise and a healthy diet.
Destroy.
To ruin or damage severely or completely, to eradicate or eliminate completely.
Examples.
Destroy the ecosystem. Destroyed evidence. The building was destroyed in the fire and had to be rebuilt.
Indigenous.
Someone or something that is native to or occurring naturally in a particular place.
Examples:
Indigenous crop. Indigenous peoples. The indigenous plants need to be pollinated by local insects.
Canard.
A false or baseless rumor, story, or piece of information, a deliberately misleading or deceptive statement or report, the French word for duck.
Examples:
The canard about the dangers of vaccination. Political canard. The rumor about their breakup turned out to be a baseless canard.
Noble.
Having or showing excellent personal qualities or high moral principles that people admire.
Examples:
A noble family. Noble gas. He is a noble-minded man.
Savage.
Extremely wild, ferocious, or uncivilized.
Examples:
Reply in a savage voice. Savage attack. The animal was injured and became savage, attacking anyone who approached.
Racist.
Characterized by or showing discrimination or prejudice against people of other races. Noun, a person with a prejudiced belief that one racial group is superior to others.
Examples:
Far-right racist. Racist attitudes. The racist comments made by the politician caused widespread condemnation.
Simplicity.
The quality or condition of being natural and plain or easy to understand or do.
Examples:
A life of simplicity. Refined simplicity. He liked the car because of the simplicity of the design.
Alternative.
One of two or more available possibilities or choice.
Examples:
An alternative plan. There is no other alternative. Doctors are gradually coming around to the idea of using alternative medicines.
Sentimental.
Connected with or resulting from someone's emotions, rather than reason or realism.
Examples:
In a sentimental mood. Sentimental damage. Stop being sentimental and always speak the truth.
Nostalgia.
A sentimental longing or wistful affection for a period in the past.
Examples:
A warm nostalgia. Nostalgia trip. The ice cream truck sound brought back nostalgia for my childhood.
Malaria.
A severe disease caused by a parasite that is spread by the bite of an infected mosquito.
Examples:
Malaria mosquitoes. Malaria endemic area. Many people in tropical countries die from malaria every year.
Swamp.
An area of low-lying land that is flooded or saturated with water, often having a growth of natural vegetation.
Examples:
Muddy swamp, swamp tour. The lowland swamp was full of dangerous animals and poisonous plants.
Chill.
A feeling of coldness that makes one shiver. Verb, to make cool or cooler.
Examples:
The chill of autumn. Feel a slight chill. His swear words cast a chill on the party.
Nevertheless.
In spite of that, yet.
Examples:
Keep working nevertheless. Nevertheless, she persevered. She was tired and hungry, but nevertheless, she persevered.
Forge.
To fashion or shape metal by heating it and hammering it into shape, to create or develop something new or original, to form strong bonds or relationships with others.
Examples:
Forge an alliance. Forge iron. She had to forge her father's signature on the permission slip because he was out of town.
Tradition.
A belief, custom, or way of doing something that has been passed down from generation to generation within a group or society.
Examples:
A tradition of a culture. Against tradition. It is a tradition in many families to have a big Thanksgiving dinner with all their relatives.
Mystique.
An air of secrecy, intrigue, or mystery surrounding something or someone, a sense of fascination or aura of inexplicable attraction.
Examples:
Mystique surrounding. Celebrity mystique. The actress had a mystique about her that drew people to her.
Consciously.
With awareness, in a deliberate manner.
Examples:
Consciously aware of a problem. Act consciously. He consciously criticizes her in the publicity.
Subtle.
Not readily apparent or visible.
Examples:
Subtle changes. A subtle poison. The room was painted in a subtle pink hue.
Destiny.
The events that will inevitably happen to a particular person or thing in the future.
Examples:
Foreordained destiny. Destiny of the individual. It is said that our destiny is written in the stars.
Profoundly.
To a great or complete degree, deeply.
Examples:
Profoundly insightful. Sleep profoundly. The novel affected her profoundly, causing her to question her beliefs and values.
Pile.
A collection of objects positioned one on top of another, a large sum of something, such as money.
Examples:
a sand pile. The height of a pile. After the party, they had to clean up piles of dirty dishes.
Abode.
A place where one lives, a dwelling, a house, or other shelters.
Examples:
a temporary abode. Humble abode. The small cabin in the woods was his abode for many years.
Ore.
A naturally occurring mineral or rock from which a valuable substance, typically a metal, can be extracted through mining or other extraction methods.
Examples:
gold ore. Copper ore. The mine produces high-quality iron ore.
Irrelevant.
Not connected with or related to something and therefore not important.
Examples:
an irrelevant thought. Do something irrelevant. They removed irrelevant content from the slides.
Individual.
A single person or thing, as distinct from a group.
Examples:
a private individual. Individual freedom. As an individual, he had the right to make his own decisions and live his life as he saw fit.
Crooked.
Not straight or aligned, bent or curved to one side, not honest or fair, characterized by deception, fraud, or wrongdoing, irregular, uneven, or jagged in shape or form.
Examples:
crooked smile. Crooked line. The table leg was crooked, causing all the cups to slide to one side.
Beak.
The hard and pointed or curved mouth of a bird.
Examples:
sharp beak. A tip of the beak. The bird's beak evolves according to the type of prey it can take on the area.
Cannibal.
A person who eats the flesh or internal organs of other human beings, especially as a cultural or ritual practice.
Examples:
cannibal tribe. Habitual cannibal. The horror movie portrayed a group of cannibals who hunted humans in the woods.
Dwell.
To live or reside in a particular place, to think, speak, or write at length on a particular subject, to linger or remain as if unwilling to leave.
Examples:
dwell on a problem. Dwell on the past. I love to dwell in nature and feel its calming effects on me.
Engage.
To attract and keep someone's attention and interest, to participate in or obtain services of something.
Examples:
engage in environmental protection activities. Engage a new employee. Many multinational companies are engaged in the reconstruction of that country.
Ayahuasca.
A psychoactive brew or infusion made from a combination of plant-based ingredients, traditionally used by indigenous people in the Amazon region of South America for spiritual and healing purposes, which contains the psychedelic compound DMT, dimethyltryptamine, and is often consumed as part of a ritual or ceremony.
Examples:
Ayahuasca ceremony, ayahuasca vine. Participants in the ceremony consumed ayahuasca to achieve spiritual enlightenment.
Psychoactive.
Producing an effect on mental processes, such as mood, perception, or behavior, capable of affecting the mind or emotions.
Examples:
Psychoactive medication, psychoactive effects. Psychoactive substances can seriously affect the brain and must be used cautiously.
Preparation.
The activity of getting ready for something or making something ready.
Examples:
A preparation program, the preparation of meals. He helped me with the preparation of this book.
Repertoire.
The range or variety of skills, abilities, performances, or works that a person or group is capable of producing or performing, the entire body of works that is available to an individual or group to choose from when performing or producing something.
Examples:
Musical repertoire, cooking repertoire. The chef's repertoire of dishes includes both classic and innovative recipes.
Sheer.
Complete or total, often used to emphasize the extreme or uncompromising nature of something, not mixed with anything else, transparent or nearly transparent.
Examples:
Sheer cliff, sheer fabric. The sheer beauty of the sunset left us in awe.
Pharmacology.
The branch of medicine concerned with the study of drugs and their effects on the body, including their properties, uses, and interactions with other substances.
Examples:
Pharmacology research, pharmacology textbook. Medical professionals must stay up to date with the latest developments in pharmacology to ensure optimal patient care.
Elaboration.
The act of adding more details, information, or explanation to something, the development or expansion of an idea, plan, or project.
Examples:
Elaboration of details, literary elaboration. The professor's elaboration helped the students better understand the concept.
Liana.
A long-stemmed, woody vine that trails or climbs by attaching itself to trees or other structures for support, typically found in tropical rainforests.
Examples:
Thick liana, tropical liana. The adventurer swung through the jungle using the strong liana vines.
Harmaline.
A naturally occurring compound derived from plants of the Harmala genus, known for its psychoactive properties and used in traditional medicine and rituals.
Examples:
harmaline alkaloid, harmaline extract. Traditional healers have used harmaline-containing plants in rituals for centuries.
Hallucinogen.
A substance that produces hallucinations, i.e., perceptions of things that are not present or real, such as LSD, psilocybin, or mescaline.
Examples:
hallucinogen effects. Take a hallucinogen. Psilocybin is a type of hallucinogen found in some mushrooms.
Vine.
A climbing plant that produces grapes, any plant with a growth habit of trailing or climbing stems.
Examples:
a green vine, vine of war. A vine remains productive throughout the year.
Hazy.
Not clear due to a lack of recollection, comprehension, or detail, unsure or perplexed about something.
Examples:
hazy dream, hazy atmosphere. My recollections of the holiday were hazy.
Drift.
To move smoothly and slowly in water or air, especially as a result of outside forces, with no control over the direction.
Examples:
drift down the stream, drift away on a raft. I drifted around for years in Europe before going to university.
Shrub.
A woody plant that is smaller than a tree and has several main stems emerging from the soil.
Examples:
tree and shrubs. Small shrub. These are shrubs with no trunks that rarely grow taller than 3 meters.
Tryptophan.
An essential amino acid commonly found in dietary proteins, playing a crucial role in the synthesis of various biomolecules in living organisms.
Examples:
essential tryptophan. Low tryptophan levels. Eating foods rich in tryptophan, like bananas, can promote a sense of relaxation.
Brain.
The organ inside the head that is responsible for one's movement, thought, memory, and feeling.
Examples:
basic brain function. Permanent brain damage. X-rays revealed a small tumor in his brain.
Serotonin.
A neurotransmitter equals a chemical that carries nerve impulses, involved in, example, sleep, emotion, and memory.
Examples:
serotonin drug. Serotonin levels. The medicine works by boosting serotonin levels in the brain.
Snuff.
Finely ground tobacco that is inhaled through the nose as a form of tobacco use, a type of scented tobacco that is often used for aromatic purposes in candles or incense. Verb, to extinguish or put out.
Examples:
snuff out the candle. Flavored snuff. He reached into his pocket and pulled out a small silver snuff box.
Substance.
The real physical material of which a thing or person consists, the most important or main part of some idea or experience, an illegal drug.
Examples:
An explosive substance. Substance abuse problem. The substance of the argument was well presented.
Powder.
A dry and fine substance that consists of very small, loose particles.
Examples:
Powder additive. Curry powder. She used a powder brush to apply her foundation evenly.
Rifle.
A long-barreled firearm designed to be fired from the shoulder, typically with a rifled bore for accuracy.
Examples:
Rifle barrel. Hunting rifle. The police discovered a rifle case in the suspect's car during their investigation.
Barrel.
A large round container made of wood, metal, or plastic, with flat ends and, usually, curved sides, one of several units of volume.
Examples:
A barrel of beer. $30 a barrel. One rotten apple spoils the whole barrel.
Baroque.
Of or relating to an ornate and elaborate style of art, architecture, and music that flourished in Europe in the late 16th and early 17th centuries, characterized by a sense of grandeur and drama.
Examples:
Baroque music. Baroque architecture. The ornate architecture of the palace is a perfect example of the Baroque style.
Landing.
The act of coming to rest on the ground or another surface after being in flight or jumping, a platform or area of ground where a plane or spacecraft can come to rest.
Examples:
Landing gear. Emergency landing. The plane made a rough landing, and everyone clapped once we came to a stop.
Electrify.
To make a machine or system work by using electricity, to make someone extremely enthusiastic about or interested in something.
Examples:
Electrify the audience. Electrify a manufacturing process. The product developed through years of research continues to electrify the market.
Distortion.
The alteration or misrepresentation of something so that it is no longer true or accurate, the way in which a sound or image is changed or distorted.
Examples:
Distortion of the Earth's surface. Horizontal distortion. Her report was criticized as a gross distortion of the truth.
Dissolution.
The act of breaking up or dissolving something, often referring to a contract, a relationship, or a substance, the process of disintegrating or decomposing over time, the ending or termination of a group or organization.
Examples:
Dissolution of a company. Dissolution of the sugar. The dissolution of the partnership was a difficult and emotional process.
Argue.
To express differing opinions or points of view, often in a heated or contentious manner, to present a case or reasoning to persuade or convince others.
Examples:
Argue a case. Argue passionately. The couple began to argue over which restaurant to go to for dinner.
Spark.
To start something or make it grow, especially suddenly, to emit a tiny piece of fire or electricity.
Examples:
Spark his interest. Spark a chain reaction. The bankruptcy of the giant conglomerate sparked turmoil in the stock market.
Psychedelic.
Relating to or characterized by the use of drugs or the effects that produce altered perceptions, heightened awareness, and vivid imagery, describing art, music, or fashion characterized by bright colors, bold patterns, and unconventional designs.
Examples:
Psychedelic therapy. Psychedelic art. The Beatles' psychedelic music was a hallmark of the 1960s counterculture movement.
Mushroom.
A type of fungus that grows on dead or decaying organic matter and typically has a stalk and an umbrella-shaped cap.
Examples:
Mushroom spores. Mushroom cultivation. The mushroom risotto was delicious, but I couldn't identify all the mushrooms in it.
Classify.
To categorize or group something according to a system or set of criteria. To assign something to a particular class or category based on its characteristics or properties.
Examples:
Classify images. Classify emails into folders. I need to classify these documents for the upcoming audit.
Hallucinate.
To experience a seemingly real perception of something that does not actually exist, usually as a result of a mental illness or drug use.
Examples:
Start to hallucinate. Hallucinate with drug. Sleep-deprived people gradually lose their concentration and may hallucinate.
Oral.
Spoken, rather than written or sung, relating to the mouth or the act of speaking, transmitted by word of mouth.
Examples:
Oral evidence. Oral hygiene. The students were nervous about the upcoming oral exam, but knew they had prepared well.
Den.
A wild animal's lair or hiding places, such as a fox or bear.
Examples:
Gambling den. Bear den. The fox had dug a den in the side of the hill, where it could rest and hide from predators.
Enzyme.
A substance produced by a living organism that acts as a catalyst to bring about a specific biochemical reaction.
Examples:
Enzyme reaction. Lack of digestive enzymes. A deficiency in the enzyme can lead to a medical condition.
Naturally.
As might be expected, by natural manners.
Examples:
Naturally arising. Naturally regenerated forest. He was naturally gifted.
Gut.
The long tube in the body of a person or animal through which food passes when it leaves the stomach, the mental strength or bravery required to do something difficult or unpleasant.
Examples:
The blind gut. Gut feelings. He told me a gut-wrenching truth about my parents' death.
Monoamine.
A molecule containing one amine group, especially one that is a neurotransmitter, equals a chemical that carries nerve impulses.
Examples:
Monoamine uptake. Inhibitor of monoamine oxidase. Monoamines play a functionally important role in neurotransmission.
Oxidant.
A substance that causes oxidation, or the loss of electrons, in another substance, a reactive molecule or compound that can damage cells and tissues by causing oxidative stress.
Examples:
Oxidant stress. Natural oxidant. Breathing in large amounts of oxidants, like ozone, can harm the respiratory system.
Conjunction.
The state of being joined, united, or associated, a part of speech that connects words, phrases, or clauses, such as and, but, while.
Examples:
In conjunction with other agents. Causal conjunction. A conjunction of three mistakes caused the accident.
Chemical.
Relating to or connected with chemistry.
Examples:
Toxic chemicals. A chemical compound. The firm has grown into a large chemical manufacturing.
Inhibitor.
A substance or agent that slows down or prevents a chemical reaction or biological process from occurring at normal rates, often used in medicine or industrial applications to control or regulate various functions or reactions.
Examples:
Inhibitor protein. Chemical inhibitor. The virus uses an enzyme inhibitor to block the immune system's response.
Precise.
Sharply exact or accurate or delimited.
Examples:
Precise analyses. Estimate precise costs. The content is precise and informative for me.
Potentiate.
To increase the effect, likelihood, or power of something, such as a drug or a physiological or biochemical phenomenon.
Examples:
Potentiate the drug. Potentiate the immune response. The author's war and suffering experience potentiates this novel's reality.
Flora.
All the plants in a particular region or time, typically regarded as a whole.
Examples:
Bowel flora, aquatic flora. The Amazon rainforest is home to a diverse flora of plant species.
Vascular.
Of or relating to blood vessels, especially the veins and arteries that carry blood throughout the body.
Examples:
Vascular disease, vascular surgery. The doctor detected a blockage in the patient's vascular system.
Morphology.
The study of the form and structure of plants, animals, and other organisms. The study of the alteration of word forms as they change from one part of speech to another.
Examples:
Morphology of a language, cellular morphology. The morphology of rocks can reveal clues about their geological history.
Unrelated.
Having no connection, not belonging to the kinship.
Examples:
Statistically unrelated, an unrelated position. Excuse me if my question is unrelated to the topic.
Combine.
To join or merge to form a single thing or group.
Examples:
Combine chemically with another substance. Combine augmented reality. Hydrogen and oxygen combine to form water.
Biochemical.
Relating to the chemical processes and substances that occur within living organisms.
Examples:
Biochemical reaction. Complex biochemical. Biochemical research is essential to understanding the complex chemical reactions in living organisms.
Euphemism.
A mild or indirect word or expression used in place of one considered to be too harsh or blunt when referring to something unpleasant or embarrassing.
Examples:
Genteel euphemism. A euphemism for death. The company used the euphemism downsizing to describe the layoffs of hundreds of employees.
Exposed.
Having no protection or shield from something, such as bad weather, attack, or criticism.
Examples:
Exposed to radiation. An exposed rock. Tech companies often employ exposed ducts and other materials in their office interiors.
Meaningless.
Having no meaning, direction, or purpose.
Examples:
A meaningless endeavor. Do a meaningless task. This experiment's results are meaningless because the other conditions are not identical.
Distance.
The amount of space between 2 points, measured in units such as miles, meters, or kilometers, the extent, scope, or range between two things, such as distance or emotional distance.
Examples:
Driving distance. Social distance. The marathon runner covered a long distance in a short amount of time.
Referable.
Capable of being referred to or attributed to something, suitable for being directed or ascribed to a particular source or cause.
Examples.
Referable to the successful campaign. Referable evidence. The symptoms were referable to a vitamin deficiency in the patient's diet.
Taxonomy.
The classification or scientific study of organisms, including their relationships to each other, based on shared characteristics and traits, a system of organizing and categorizing information in a particular field or subject area.
Examples.
Taxonomy system. Biological taxonomy. The taxonomy of insects is incredibly complex due to the huge number of species.
pH.
A measure of the acidity or alkalinity of a substance on a scale of 0 to 14, with 7 being neutral, lower values indicating greater acidity, and higher values indicating greater alkalinity.
Examples.
pH value of 7. pH scale. The pH level of this soil is too acidic for these types of plants.
Stamen.
The male reproductive organ of a flower, usually consisting of a filament and an anther, which supports the anther, which contains the pollen grains necessary for fertilization.
Examples.
Flower stamen. Stamen tip. Students sketched the stamen arrangement of the lily during their botany class.
Sympathetic.
Feeling, showing, or expressing kindness or compassion to somebody who is hurt, sad, or in a problematic situation.
Examples.
Sympathetic nervous system. Sympathetic toward poor people. She is very sympathetic to our project.
Quaint.
Attractively or charmingly old-fashioned or unusual, often used to describe something with a pleasingly unusual or quirky appearance or manner.
Examples.
Quaint village. Quaint cottage. The quaint old town was full of historic buildings and charming shops.
Margin.
The space around the edge of a page or document. Finance, the net sales minus the cost of goods and services sold.
Examples.
Margin error. A profit margin. Unfortunately, the book's margin was too small to make notes.
Technological.
Based on scientific and industrial progress.
Examples.
Technological advancement. Technological policy. Technological advances have disrupted many industries.
Innovation.
The creation of a new device or process resulting from study and experimentation.
Examples.
Innovation leader. cutting-edge innovation. The vegetarian burger was an innovation that quickly spread to the United Kingdom.
Actively.
In a way that involves taking action or participating actively, with energy and determination.
Examples:
Actively participate. Actively engage. I am actively looking for a new job opportunity.
Endorse.
To officially approve, support, or recommend someone or something.
Examples:
Endorse candidate. Endorse a check. The celebrity endorsed the new product on social media.
Passive.
Characterized by a lack of activity or initiative, not actively participating or engaging in something, marked by a tendency to accept things without resistance or opposition.
Examples:
Passive response. Passive vocabulary. The passive approach taken by the government towards climate change is concerning.
Massive.
Enormous amount, very heavy and solid.
Examples:
Massive amounts. Massive stars. The recent economic downturn has resulted in massive layoffs.
Destruction.
The act of causing so much damage to something.
Examples:
Path of destruction. Cyclonic destruction. The extinction of several subspecies has been linked to climate change and habitat destruction.
Constantly.
All the time.
Examples:
A constantly innovative enterprise. A constantly varying mind. The mobile application industry is constantly changing.
Bow.
To bend your knee or body, or lower your head. Noun, a weapon made of a curved piece of wood or other flexible material, strung with a cord and used to shoot arrows.
Examples:
Bow and greet. A bow wave. She bowed to the audience after her performance.
Arrow.
A thin, pointed projectile designed to be shot from a bow, a symbol or pointer that is shaped like an arrow.
Examples:
Arrow pointing. Arrow diagram. The archer aimed his arrow carefully at the target.
Buggy.
A small, lightweight car, usually with no roof, especially drawn by a single horse. Adjective, infested with bugs.
Examples:
Baby buggy. Buggy update. This Middle Eastern resort offers dune buggy tours through the desert.
Threaten.
To utter intentions of injury or punishment against someone.
Examples:
Threaten a healthy relationship. Threaten national security. Various artificially induced causes are threatening our ecosystem.
Integrity.
The quality of being honest and having strong moral principles, the state of being whole and undivided.
Examples:
A person of integrity. Integrity of data. The company's reputation for honesty and integrity is highly valued among its customers.
Crude.
Being in an unrefined or natural state. Noun, the unprocessed form of oil.
Examples:
Price of crude oil. Crude manners. His crude jokes made her angry.
Domination.
The act of having control or power over someone or something.
Examples:
Fall under foreign domination. Domination power. The domination of the Roman Empire over the Mediterranean region lasted for centuries.
Destine.
To determine or set the course of something in advance, often in a way that seems predetermined or inevitable. To specify or choose someone or something for a particular fate or outcome.
Examples:
Destine us to meet again. Be destined to become a great artist. Some people believe that we are all destined for greatness.
Fade.
To vanish, to fade away, to lose color, to lose freshness.
Examples:
Fade away almost completely. Fade in importance. My memory will fade, but my heart will live on.
Dynamic.
Having a lot of energy, ideas, and enthusiasm and a strong personality, of or relating to dynamics, equals the branch of physics and engineering concerned with the forces that cause motions of bodies.
Examples:
A dynamic market. Dynamic person. The sprinter has a dynamic way of running.
Existence.
The state or fact of someone or something existing.
Examples:
The biggest tree in existence. The struggle for existence. He was an atheist and therefore did not believe in the existence of heaven or hell.
Identifiable.
Capable of being recognized.
Examples:
Identifiable reason. Identifiable personal data. Our company has a strict policy regarding handling individually identifiable health information.
Adapt.
To make fit forward change to suit a new purpose or environment.
Examples:
Adapt fully to the environment. Adapt as needed. I advised him to adapt to his new surroundings.
Egregious.
Outstandingly bad or shocking, conspicuously or outrageously bad or reprehensible.
Examples:
Egregious claim. An egregious error. It was an egregious mistake and caused significant harm to the company's reputation.
Deforestation.
The act of cutting down or burning trees in a large area.
Examples:
Deforestation of the tropics. The lowest deforestation rate. Large-scale deforestation also has a significant impact on marine ecosystems in the area.
Homeland.
A place regarded as one's native country or where one belongs.
Examples:
Beloved homeland. Homeland pride. I miss my homeland and the familiar sights, sounds, and smells.
Nomadic.
Moving from one location to another rather than staying in one place all of the time.
Examples:
Nomadic life. Nomadic herdsman. This desert is the territory of nomadic tribes.
Servitude.
The state of being a slave or being subject to someone else's control or domination, a condition of subjugation or subservience.
Examples:
Servitude system. Mental servitude. The practice of forcing people into servitude is now illegal in many countries.
Prostitute.
A person, typically a woman, who engages in sexual activity in exchange for payment.
Examples:
Prostitute street. A male prostitute. She turned to prostitute to make ends meet.
Soil.
The top layer of earth in which plants grow.
Examples:
Soils retentive of moisture. Parched soil. Soil moisture is another significant component controlling soil respiration.
Silt.
Fine particles of soil, sediment, or rock that are carried and deposited by water, often found at the bottom of bodies of water, a soil or sediment with a high concentration of such particles.
Examples:
Silt sediment. Silt deposition. The silt from the construction site had clogged the nearby drainage system.
Freighter.
A ship, aircraft, or other vehicle used for transporting cargo or goods in bulk.
Examples:
Freighter ship. Bulk freighter. The freighter crew worked around the clock to unload the cargo at the port.
Horizon.
The line at which the Earth's surface and the sky appear to meet, the range of interest or activity that can be anticipated.
Examples:
The event horizon of a black hole. Business horizon. As the sun set, the colors of the sky merged with the horizon, creating a beautiful orange and pink hue.
Rip.
To tear something or be torn violently or suddenly.
Examples:
Rip a notebook apart. Rip a hole in the roof. During transit, the stuff may rip off the luggage tag.
Disease.
A disorder or illness that affects the body or mind, often characterized by specific symptoms or abnormal functioning of organs or systems.
Examples:
Disease prevention, disease control. The doctor diagnosed him with a rare disease that had no known cure.
Entity.
Something that exists independently and has its own identity.
Examples:
Legal entity, government entity. A company is a distinct legal entity.
Genocide.
The intentional killing of a large group of people, especially those of a particular ethnic group or nation.
Examples:
Genocide victims, genocide resolution. The international community condemned the genocide in the country.
Universal.
Existing or affecting everywhere or everyone.
Examples:
Universal life. Principles of universal design. The picture earned near universal acclaim from critics.
Condemn.
To express strong disapproval or criticism of something.
Examples:
Condemn violence. Condemn crime. The government was condemned for its handling of the crisis.
Ethnic.
Relating or belonging to a group of people who share a cultural tradition.
Examples:
Ethnic minority. Single ethnic group. Each ethnic group has its unique rituals.
Quarter.
One of 4 equal parts, a fourth part or portion.
Examples:
A quarter mile. End of the first quarter. The unemployment rate in the first quarter was 2.3 percentage points higher than in the previous.
Celebrated.
Renowned for possessing admirable attributes.
Examples:
Celebrated artist. Celebrated paper. 3 celebrated tenors performed during the president's inauguration.
Develop.
To grow or expand, to improve or refine through a process of progress and refinement, often to achieve greater sophistication or complexity, to elaborate or add detail to something that is in the process of being created.
Examples:
Develop a strategy. Develop a skill. We must develop a new system to streamline our workflow and increase efficiency.
Strategy.
A detailed plan of action designed to achieve a long-term or overall goal.
Examples:
Military strategy. Develop a strategy. Our plan includes a comprehensive marketing strategy.
Overland.
Relating to or traveling across land rather than by sea or air, denoting a trade route or a travel route that takes place over land.
Examples:
Overland journey. Overland transportation. The overland route through the mountains was treacherous and required an experienced guide.
Colleague.
One of a group of a coworker, especially in a profession or a business.
Examples:
Collaborate with colleagues. Former colleague. I decided to seek counseling on the advice of my colleague.
Statistics.
The discipline that concerns the collection, organization, analysis, interpretation, and presentation of data.
Examples:
Statistics for cancer. Official statistics. The statistics demonstrate that poverty and unemployment are genuine problems.
Monument.
A statue, building, or other structure erected to commemorate a person or event.
Examples:
Humanities monument. Monument honoring. The stone monument was built to commemorate the war heroes.
Ash.
The powdery residue left after the burning of a substance, typically containing minerals and other impurities, the solid remains of a dead person after cremation.
Examples:
Ash tree. Soda ash. The volcanic ash covered the island after the eruption.
Cadre.
A group of trained and committed members of an organization or movement.
Examples:
Elite cadre. Cadre of leaders. The cadre of experienced soldiers led the attack.
Revolution.
A large-scale attempt to overthrow the government of a country, often using violence or war.
Examples:
Beginning of the Industrial Revolution. A political revolution. The revolution by the citizen resulted in a redistribution of wealth.
Ascribe.
To attribute something to a particular cause or source.
Examples:
Ascribe everything to nature. Ascribe my failure to bad luck. The project's success was ascribed to the team's hard work.
Instantly.
Immediately.
Examples:
Instantly cope with. Be killed instantly. I remembered that person instantly and never forgot.
Invasion.
Armies act of forcibly entering another country or territory to take control of it.
Examples:
The Turkish invasion. Home invasion. An invasion would most probably result in a political catastrophe.
Flee.
To leave by running away, especially out of fear or danger.
Examples:
flee their homes, flee abroad. It is a basic instinct to flee from a dangerous situation.
Holy.
Of or related to a god, divine power, or a particular religion.
Examples:
a holy man, a holy shrine. They gathered to hear the holy teachings of the Guru.
Incarcerate.
To put or keep somebody in prison or in a place from which they cannot escape.
Examples:
incarcerate the murderer, incarcerate her for life. He was incarcerated for the duration of the war.
Wealth.
A large amount of money, property, or other things that someone or an organization owns.
Examples:
majority of his wealth, material wealth. The wealth inequality was unavoidable.
Smuggle.
To import or export something or someone without paying appropriate customs duties, often illegally.
Examples:
smuggle drugs, smuggle herself out of a country. He was able to smuggle a gun inside the prison.
Jail.
A facility where criminals are kept to be punished for their crimes, a prison.
Examples:
county jail, be in jail. The police escorted the prisoner to the jail.
Brave.
Showing courage or fearlessness in the face of danger, difficulty, or adversity.
Examples:
brave soldier, brave decision. The brave firefighter rescued the family from the burning building.
Deed.
Something that people do or cause to happen. A legal document signed and sealed and delivered to effect a transfer of property and to show the legal right to possess it.
Examples:
deed of assignment, do good deeds. There was a significant difference between word and deed.
Inadvertently.
Unintentionally, accidentally, without purpose or deliberate intent.
Examples:
inadvertently deleted, inadvertently omitted. I inadvertently left my phone at home this morning and felt lost.
Step.
A vast, wide, and usually treeless plain, typically found in semi-arid or arid regions, characterized by fertile soil and grassy vegetation, often used for grazing livestock, an expansive and open grassland ecosystem found in Eurasia and North America.
Examples:
steppe climate, barren steppe. The nomadic tribes set up camp on the vast steppe.
Transgression.
The violation of a law, duty, or moral principle.
Examples:
inexcusable transgression, commit a transgression. Reporters questioned the politician about his past transgression.
Labor.
Productive work, especially physical work done for wages, the people who do manual or physical work in a country or company for wage. Verb, to work hard or to strive and make an effort to reach a goal.
Examples:
seasonal labor, manual labor. In several countries, child labor is a serious social problem.
Redemption.
The act of saving or being saved from sin, error, or evil, or the process of regaining or earning something of value.
Examples:
redemption of a loan, a redemption bill. He saw his time in prison as an opportunity for redemption.
Behold.
To look at and observe with attention.
Examples:
behold the sunrise. A joy to behold. His angry expression was not a pleasant sight to behold.
Monochromatic.
Having only one color or consisting of shades of the same color, lacking in variety or diversity.
Examples:
monochromatic color scheme, monochromatic design. The artist created a beautiful monochromatic painting that showcased different shades of blue.
Monotony.
A situation in which something unchanging and boring.
Examples:
the monotony of the daily routine. Break the monotony. The monotony of the assembly line work made the days feel very long.
Embrace.
To accept something willingly and enthusiastically. Noun, the act of clasping another person in the arms as in greeting or affection.
Examples:
embrace an opportunity. A warm embrace. The woods embrace the house.
Chromatic.
Relating to or characterized by color or colors, pertaining to the complete range of colors, involving changes in pitch or musical tonality.
Examples:
chromatic scale. Chromatic aberration. The artist used a chromatic palette to create a vibrant and lively painting.
Mead.
An alcoholic beverage made by fermenting honey and water, often with the addition of spices, fruits, or grains.
Examples:
honey mead. Mead brewing. The mead at the Renaissance fair was delicious.
Bland.
Lacking in strong flavor, character, or interest, unremarkable or unexciting.
Examples:
make a bland reply. Bland novel. The dinner was rather bland and in need of some seasoning.
Amorphous.
Without a definite or clear shape or form, lacking a specific structure or organization, shapeless or formless.
Examples:
amorphous amoeba, amorphous mass. The clouded jellyfish has an amorphous shape, making it difficult to identify.
Generic.
Not specific, not linked to a particular brand or product.
Examples:
a generic product, generic version. The generic aspirin brand was just as effective as the name brand, but much cheaper.
Multimodal.
Involving or using several ways of communication or expression.
Examples:
multimodal input device, multimodal approach. The multimodal transportation system included trains, buses, and bikes.
Humble.
Having or showing a modest or low estimate of one's quality or importance.
Examples:
a humble cottage, humble opinion. The nobler, the more humble.
Neolithic.
Also called New Stone Age, the period of human history that followed the end of the last ice age and that is characterized by the development of agriculture and the use of polished stone tools.
Examples:
the Neolithic Age, Neolithic society. The Neolithic village was located near a river.
Agriculture.
The practice or science of cultivating the land or raising stock.
Examples:
organic agriculture, intensive agriculture. Agriculture is the foundation of our economy.
Succumb.
To fail to oppose something, such as desire, pressure, or some other opposing force. To die or suffer badly from the effect of a disease or injury.
Examples:
succumb to cancer, succumb to old age. He finally succumbed to temptation.
Seed.
A small, hard, often round, a reproductive structure that contains a plant's genetic material and is capable of growing into a new plant.
Examples:
a seed coat, seed money. He planted the seed in the soil and waited for it to sprout.
Poetry.
Poems in general as a genre of literature.
Examples:
modern poetry, book of poetry. Different cultures have different comfortable word rhythms, so the composition of poetry varies greatly.
Prose.
A type of written or spoken language that is not organized in verse or rhyme.
Examples:
prose fiction, rhythmical prose. The novel was written in prose, with no rhyme or meter.
Hierarchy.
A system in which people or things are organized into different levels of importance, from highest to lowest.
Examples:
top of the hierarchy, Hierarchy of folders. She has taken a step up in the organizational hierarchy.
Specialize.
To become an expert in a specific career field, study, or business.
Examples:
Specialize in childcare. Specialize in market research. The restaurant has chefs who specialize in beef.
Surplus.
An amount of something more than what is needed or required, excess or extra supply.
Examples:
Budget surplus. Surplus of exports. The food surplus at the end of the event was donated to a local homeless shelter.
Modern.
Of or belonging to the present time or recent times.
Examples:
Modern poetry. Pre-modern agricultural society. Their headquarters are in a modern skyscraper.
Industrial.
Of or relating to or resulting from industry.
Examples:
Beginning of the Industrial Revolution. Industrial alcohol. Industrial design has become more focused on human nature aspect than ever before.
Barely.
Just enough, hardly, with great difficulty or effort.
Examples:
Barely noticeable. Barely finished. I barely made it to the meeting on time, rushing from another appointment across town.
Shallow.
Not having much distance from the top to the bottom.
Examples:
Shallow people. Shallow water. Shallow brooks are noisier than deep rivers.
Confront.
To face, meet or deal with a problem or difficult situation or person.
Examples:
Confront a global warming. Confront the issue. He finally decided to confront problems directly.
Ensue.
To happen or follow as a result or consequence of something.
Examples:
Ensue within a few years. Predict what will ensue. A power outage ensued after the storm knocked out the electricity.
Millennium.
A span of 1,000 years, or the 1,000th anniversary, plural, millennia.
Examples:
Past millennium. Millennium bottle of wine. Our world is in the third millennium.
Rediscover.
To discover or find again something that was previously known but lost.
Examples:
Rediscover a value. Rediscover an old truth. The painting was rediscovered in an attic and turned out to be a long-lost masterpiece.
Flourish.
To grow or develop vigorously or successfully.
Examples:
Flourish economically. Flourish worldwide. The Ottoman Empire flourished for over 5 centuries.
Optimism.
A feeling or the belief that good things will happen, or the quality of being full of hope and emphasizing the positive aspects of a situation.
Examples:
Sense of optimism. Political optimism. There is considerable optimism that the economy will recover soon.
Tip.
The top or extreme point of something slender or tapering, usually a mountain or hill. A piece of advice about something practical. A small amount of money given for services.
Examples:
The tip of a paintbrush. Give the waiter a tip. I will introduce some tips on learning English in this class.
Narwhal.
A medium-sized toothed whale found in Arctic waters, known for its long spiral tusk that is actually a protruding canine tooth.
Examples:
Narwhal habitat. Narwhal migration. The narwhal's tusk is an iconic feature of this Arctic whale.
Marvelous.
Causing wonder or astonishment, excellent.
Examples:
Marvelous performance. Marvelous power. The view from the top of the mountain was marvelous.
Government.
The group of people with authority to control a country or state.
Examples:
Government bureaucracy. Government funding. The federal government is planning to increase taxes for the next fiscal year.
Sovereignty.
Supremacy or authority, especially supreme authority over a country.
Examples:
Democratic sovereignty. Sovereignty issue. The country proclaimed its sovereignty over the disputed territory.
Settlement.
An official agreement that brings an argument to a close, the process of establishing permanent residence in a place.
Examples:
The settlement of a dispute. Settlement in a new house. Our goal must be to achieve a peaceful settlement.
Refuse.
To show that one is not willing to do or accept something.
Examples:
Refuse a request. Refuse the company. My initial reaction was to refuse.
Advantage.
A condition or circumstance that puts one in a favorable or superior position, a beneficial feature or asset that someone or something has.
Examples:
Score an advantage. Take advantage of his weak points. One of the main advantages of the new product is its increased efficiency.
Sled.
A vehicle used for traveling over snow or ice, typically consisting of a flat-bottomed frame mounted on runners, sometimes pulled by dogs or horses.
Examples:
pull a sled, sled dog. We used a sled to slide down the hill in the snow.
Origin:
the first existence or beginning of something.
Examples:
origin of all humankind. A manuscript of uncertain origin. There are various hypotheses concerning the origin of life.
Wrap:
to cover or enclose something entirely with paper, cloth, or other material.
Examples:
wrap a fish in foil. Wrap up a meeting. Wrap the bandage tightly around the injured arm.
Caribou:
a large North American deer that is found in Arctic and subarctic regions.
Examples:
caribou herd. Reintroduce caribou. Caribou migrate long distances across the tundra in search of food.
Intimidate:
to make someone fearful or uneasy so that they will do something that you want them to do.
Examples:
intimidate an opponent. Effectively intimidate a thief. The boss tried to intimidate his subordinate with threats.
Arctic:
of or relating to the region around the North Pole or the Arctic Ocean, very cold.
Examples:
Arctic ice. High Arctic. Cold temperatures and long, dark winters characterize the Arctic climate.
Blizzard:
a severe snowstorm that is accompanied by strong winds and low temperatures, often leading to very limited visibility and dangerous travel conditions.
Examples:
blizzard warning. Heavy blizzard. The city declared a snow emergency and warned residents to stay off the streets during the blizzard.
Seal:
to close or fasten an envelope, etc. securely. Noun, a large marine mammal that chiefly lives in cold regions and comes on shore to breed.
Examples:
seal a hole. A fur seal. He sealed the letter with hot wax.
Trousers:
a pair of leg coverings that extends from the waist to the ankles, covering each leg separately, often referred to as pants.
Examples:
work trousers. Denim trousers. He wore black trousers and a white shirt to the job interview.
Defecate:
to excrete waste material from the body through the anus, to pass feces.
Examples:
cause an impulse to defecate. Defecate out in the open. It is important to clean up after your pet when they defecate in public areas.
Feces:
waste matter eliminated from the bowels, excrement.
Examples:
feces sample. Human feces. Proper disposal of feces is essential for maintaining public health and sanitation.
Blade.
The flat part of a knife, weapon, or machine with a very thin edge used for cutting.
Examples:
A blade of grass. The blade of a turbine. The blade of the katana itself is still in excellent condition.
Spray.
A fine mist of liquid that is dispersed into the air. Flower arrangement consisting of a single branch or shoot bearing flowers and foliage.
Examples:
A spray of mist. An insect spray. The artist used a spray paint can to create a graffiti mural on the wall.
Saliva.
The clear liquid that is secreted into the mouth by glands in the walls of the mouth and throat, helping to lubricate food during chewing and digestion.
Examples:
Dog saliva. Dry mouth with little saliva. The dentist asked him to spit out the excess saliva into the sink.
Solid.
Hard or firm, characterized by good substantial quality.
Examples:
Solid ally. Solid employment measures. The solid state of water is called ice.
Butcher.
A person who prepares and sells meat, especially at a retail shop. A person who kills or slaughters animals, especially for food. A person who engages in the relentless or brutal treatment of others.
Examples:
Butcher knife. Local butcher. He's a vegetarian and was shocked to see so much meat in the butcher shop.
Improvisation.
The act of making something up on the spot or creating or performing something without preparation.
Examples:
Improvisation on stage. Jazz improvisation. He created a beautiful piece of music using only improvisation.
Harness.
To control and exploit the power of something, especially natural resources that produce energy. Noun, a set of narrow pieces of leather and metal that are used to control or hold in place a person, animal, or object.
Examples:
Harness a horse to a carriage. Put a harness on my pet. People have been exploring ways to harness natural forces and resources since ancient times.
Ribcage.
The bony structure in the chest that protects the heart and lungs, composed of 12 pairs of curved bones called ribs that are joined to the spine in the back and the breastbone, sternum, in the front.
Examples:
Ribcage pain. Ribcage injury. After the accident, the doctors found multiple fractures in his rib cage and advised him complete rest.
Adjacent.
Next to, close to, or adjoining something.
Examples:
Adjacent to his house. Adjacent houses. Our country has military alliances with adjacent countries.
Disappear.
To cease to exist or be visible.
Examples:
Disappear without a trace. Disappear after a week. They watched the train disappear into the distance.
Flow.
A sheet of floating ice detached from a larger glacier or ice sheet.
Examples:
Floating flow. Melting flow. The ship had to navigate around a large ice floe in the Arctic Ocean.
Belt.
To sing loudly and forcefully. To hit someone or something hard. Noun, a strip of leather or other material worn to tie or buckle something around the body.
Examples:
Belt him in the face. Leather belt. The band was belting out old songs in response to audience requests.
Resilient.
Able to withstand or recover quickly from difficult conditions.
Examples:
A hard and resilient steel. Resilient population. She is a resilient person and has always bounced back from setbacks.
Independence.
Freedom from another's or others' control or influence.
Examples:
Financial independence. Independence ceremony. There is nothing more valuable than independence and freedom.
Territory.
An area under the control of a ruler or state.
Examples:
Acquire territory. Territory in charge. They incorporated the conquered territory into their nation.
Mineral.
A solid inorganic substance occurring in nature having a definite chemical composition.
Examples:
Vitamin and minerals. Mineral rights. The robust economy of the country is based on its mineral resources.
Nation-state.
A sovereign political entity that is composed of a nation, which is a group of people who share a common cultural, linguistic, or ethnic identity.
Examples:
Emerging nation-state. Nation-state autonomy. Some people argue that the rise of globalization has weakened the power of nation-states.
Restitution.
The act of restoring something that has been lost or stolen to its rightful owner, compensation or reimbursement for loss or damage suffered by someone.
Examples:
Restitution of stolen goods. Restitution for damages. The judge ordered the defendant to pay full restitution to the victims of the crime.
Obvious.
Easy to see, discover, or understand.
Examples:
Obvious reasons. His conclusion was obvious. There are obvious differences between the two wine-producing regions.
Represent.
To speak, act, or be present on behalf of another person or group, to form or constitute.
Examples.
Represent by a diagram. The characters that represent numbers. We elected him to represent us at the international conference.
Branch.
A division of a tree or woody shrub that grows out from the trunk or a main stem, a division of some larger or more complex organization.
Examples.
Branch office. A branch pipe. The branch of the tree had fallen and blocked the road.
Geography.
A field of science devoted to the study of the lands, features, inhabitants, and phenomena of the earth.
Examples.
Geography class. Economic geography. She did well on her geography exam.
Nation.
A large organized community of people living in a particular country or region and having a particular culture.
Examples.
Nation-state. A seafaring nation. The nation of Japan is known for its unique culture and advanced technology.
Politician.
A person who is a member of a government or lawmaking organization, especially as an elected member of parliament, etc.
Examples.
A politician in the ruling party. A corrupt politician. The politician lost his position in the end due to the scandal.
Accomplish.
To finish or achieve something successfully.
Examples.
Accomplish a goal. Accomplish military operations. Humankind took centuries to accomplish true democracy.
Polemics.
The art, practice, or study of engaging in controversial debates or arguments, the art of effectively arguing or defending a particular point of view.
Examples.
Controversial polemics. Academic polemics. The church leader's sermon was filled with polemics against the vice of greed and materialism.
Persuasive.
Tending to make you want to do or believe a particular thing, convincing.
Examples.
Persuasive advertising. Persuasive speaker. He made a persuasive argument for the new policy.
Storytelling.
The act or art of narrating or writing stories.
Examples.
Storytelling performance. Courtroom storytelling. She was skilled in storytelling techniques, such as using different voices for other characters.
Probable.
Likely to happen or likely to be true.
Examples.
Probable outcome. Probable cause of a fire. It seems probable that he has forgotten our scheduled meeting.
Institute.
An organization that has a specific purpose, particularly one dealing with science, education, or a particular profession. Verb, to initiate, introduce, or establish something.
Examples:
Institute a lawsuit. Research institutes. This region has many institutes offering higher education.
Dazzle.
To cause someone to lose clear vision temporarily, especially from bright light, to amaze or bewilder somebody with your brilliant wit, intellect, beauty, skill, etc.
Examples:
Dazzle his eyes. Dazzle all who see it. The audience was dazzled by her realistic acting.
Hop.
To jump lightly and quickly on one foot or both feet, to move rapidly from one place to another, to travel using an aircraft, bus, etc.
Examples:
Hop on one foot. Hop from one place to another. The rabbit hopped over the fence.
Gradual.
Happening slowly over a long period of time or distance, not steep or abrupt.
Examples:
A gradual process. A gradual change. The country experienced a gradual increase in population.
Deserve.
To be worthy of or entitled to something, especially something good or valuable.
Examples:
Deserve respect. Deserve this prize. The employee deserved the promotion for their hard work and dedication.
Diverse.
Including numerous categories of individuals or entities, various.
Examples:
Diverse backgrounds. A person of diverse talents. New York is a city with a diverse ethnic population.
Multicultural.
Relating to or characterized by several cultures, equals beliefs, languages, customs, traditions, etc.
Examples:
Multicultural society. Multicultural education. The school is known for its multicultural student body.
Pluralistic.
A society or system composed of multiple diverse groups or elements.
Examples:
Pluralistic society. Pluralistic democracy. The city is known for its pluralistic culture, with people from different ethnicities and backgrounds living together.
Contribute.
To give something, especially money or goods, to provide or achieve something together with other people.
Examples:
Contribute a large sum of money to the fund. Contribute to society. Government workers cannot contribute to political campaigns.
Collective.
Done or shared by every member of a group of people.
Examples:
Right to collective bargaining. Collective ownership. Product development is a collective effort.